Welcome back to the channel. I am Sergeant Zig-Zag, your ex-serviceman gamer, and this is Isonzo World War I Italian Front. Now, before I get started, I do enjoy the World War I game series, Verdun, Tannenberg, and now Isonzo, the Italian Front. So I am biased, but I'm also fair and realize that there were problems upon release. The first problem we faced, that I faced personally and others have faced, if you play on console, there were a lot of bug issues on the console. And there still are some issues with console. I've been checking the forums and seeing that on Reddit especially, a lot of people and players who want to play Isonzo are frustrated. If you're on PC like I am, you find a lot of, you really don't have too many problems. You do find a nice high player count. Well, I wouldn't say high compared to AAA games, but high enough for this game series, where you can get into a very enjoyable game with maybe a few servers, 1 to 2 servers that are actually full, where you can actually play against other players. But personally, I like a good mix of half a server being half full with a few bots. I find this very entertaining, as in this gameplay you'll see this was a server that basically only had a small player count, and this was in the early morning hours. I'm going to say around 5:30 a.m. I just got done with my shift, my overnight shift, and I decided to hop on some Isonzo, see how the early mornings, how that player count is. And I did have an enjoyable time and earned a lot of service medals. So originally, when I did initially purchase Isonzo, it was for console. I had issues loading games. Whenever I would go in and load a game, get onto a server, all of a sudden I'd be dropped out and there'd be an error code. Well, I did searching on the forums and found out there were some bug issues with the game. You could get in and play, but then all of a sudden you might play half a match and then there was an error and you were kicked off the server. I re-downloaded the game, deleted the game, re-downloaded the game, and this didn't fix the issue. So then I decided to go to Steam, purchase the game for the PC, and do it that way, because I wanted to make content for this game, because I thought it would be very enjoyable after playing Verdun and Tannenberg. So I went to PC, so I can understand the frustration with console players at the moment, and that could be hurting the player count tremendously. Well, it is hurting the player count. If you're playing on console, especially PlayStation, if you're playing an old gen like PS4 or the Xbox, you're definitely going to have some issues. I did switch to PC. I have the monetary funds to do so, and that's what I did. So I understand there's a frustration right now with a lot of console players, and I feel the pain. This is a very enjoyable game, and especially if you're watching channels that are making content, sometimes you're just like, man, I would just love to play that game. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and show some of the player count for the past 2 weeks. The US servers and EU servers are pretty darn active. Once in a while I'll go to the EU servers if the US servers are a medium to low count. But I do like the EU servers, especially when they're active, because there's more maps to choose from. And I've been trying to play a lot of the Monte Grappa map, but I think I only played that 3 times so far, and I'll have some gameplay and opinions on that map coming up. But without further ado, let's go ahead and show some of the US, EU servers, and yes, an Asia server that was very active. So those were the active servers for PC only. I do not know what the activity is like on console. If you currently play on either console system, PlayStation or Xbox, go ahead and comment down below. Let me know how the player count has been for you and what bugs you have been experiencing and what are your current frustrations. Let's try to build a community and see if we can get this taken care of. Maybe if the devs see this, they will take some action. Who knows? You have to start somewhere. So hopefully the devs fix some of the common issues. One of the couple of the issues I've been experiencing, and I don't experience too much, is falling through the map. As an engineer, I was building, and all of a sudden I fell through the map. It was like an endless dream of falling. And then also, recently I had a blue screen. And then you have the issues on the console. So hopefully with the roadmap coming up, which will take us way into 2024 with the winter solstice and so forth, we will have these issues fixed so we all can enjoy this wonderful game. I am Sergeant Zig-Zag, your ex-serviceman gamer. Go ahead and hit that like button. It is highly appreciated. Sergeant Zig-Zag, out. Oh, enjoy the rest of the gameplay.
Männer, stop fucking kämpfen!